EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Southern California and the gorgeous SoFi Stadium in the Los Angeles suburb of Inglewood. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Chargers. Tirico, Greg Olson with you here at SoFi. The Chargers and Cardinals begin this 2026 season. Off we go from LA. And the return will bring him to the 28-yard line. And that's where the offense will get going for the first time in this one. They'll run, and here's Amarian Hampton. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield. Maybe that's a harbinger of good things to come. 22 yards to begin the year. First down.
Well, it's hard to imagine starting a game much better than that. Great play design. You can tell all week they love that play to start the game, and, man, you can see why.
Fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
It's a loss of 8.
Cody Simon. He's into the sack column early in the season. A sack on this opening drive. Second and long coming up. From the gun, it's Herbert. Downfield for Njoku. That's hard. Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Chargers have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for first and 10. Beck gonna throw here on the first play. Out of the backfield, it's Jeremiah Love. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 2. The first running back taken in the April draft. Here's Jeremiah Love. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
The 42-yard line.
It's a gain of 10 yards. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
Yeah, and a nice run there. And, you know, during the offseason, I think a lot of experts, Mike, they said Jeremiah Love, he might be the best overall player in the draft. And, you know, pretty clear that the Cardinals thought he was, taking him 3rd overall, making him the highest drafted running back since Saquon Barkley.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. On first and 10, here's Beck. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
On the rollout, it's Beck. That's caught. Trey Palmer. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down. And off to Love, running left. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up first and goal.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation.
And he will score! Ty Chandler. Touchdown, Cardinals. Jason Sanders on for the point after. The kick is good. And the Cardinals come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This one taken at the 7. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Now Herbert on the bootleg. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. Vlad McConkey, the one he was looking for. It's second down.
They do a really nice job defensively there, Mike, of not giving him a clear running lane once he broke the pocket. So now he's trying to test his luck, extend this play as a passer, but to no avail.
On play action, it's Herbert. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. Shotgun now for Herbert. The pressure gonna cave in on him. He will go down. On fourth down, out is J.K. Scott to punt for the Chargers. And back deep is Devin Duvernay to return. This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. We'll go 3 tight ends here on first and 10. On the handoff, this is Love. And he'll get it back to midfield. That's it. No gain on the play.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Well, go again with Love, and he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, it sets up third down.
It's a gain of 6, and it's third down.
A shotgun snap for Beck. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be fourth down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
On fourth down, Beck, he's got his tight end, that's McBride. And he's going to have a Cards first down as this defense can't come up with the play they needed. They surrender a gain of 17 on fourth down. A run, and Love. Oh, and the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble. And this is taken in by the defense.
And as you can see with that fumble.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one. From the 25, here's 2nd and 8. Play action, now it's Beck, escaping to his left. Now he'll run it, and he will scramble there. A pickup of 9, and that is good enough for the first down.
Well, Mike, this is not somebody that you're usually afraid of beating you with his legs, but every now and then he can do just enough to extend the play. That's exactly what he did here. Picks up enough yardage, converts the first down.
Rolling out, Beck forced out wide. He'll run again, and he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on first down.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
Second quarter starts. Cardinals in possession of the football. They've got it looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender, bodied his man up, wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Back now on third down. Contact as he delivered it there, and the pass is incomplete. Good job defensively to make sure he could not find a throwing lane, and it sets up fourth down. Sanders' kick is good, and the Cardinals will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
Nothing like a short one for your first attempt of the year, right, Mike? I mean, talk about an easy one to break you in, knocks it through, jogs off the field. That's a dream start.
Woo. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Hampton. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Buda Baker active and making the tackle there.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Now a ball thrown deep for Johnston. And the Cardinals are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Let's look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Throwing back. That's left side, and that's the tight end, McBride. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. It is a big gain for Arizona. 33 yards. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Love. And he does some good work on the ground here. Going to take it inside the 30 with a run of 8 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd and a couple. Out of the gun, back. That's to the tight end, Elijah Higgins. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
A gain of 4 yards.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Pistol look, and here's Love. Finding space at the 15. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
When you go out and invest in a young guy like this to be part of your backfield's future, you got to find ways to get him involved early, and I think here's a case of doing just that.
They've got it at the 8, 1st down and goal. Here's Love. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Off the bootleg, here's Brissett. And he's forced to just get rid of it here. Now they're going to have to regroup and try again on 3rd and goal.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Oh, looking end zone, but it is out of the reach of the receiver and incomplete.
And the best offense on 3rd downs, Mike, is to be really good on 1st and 2nd down. This keeps teams from putting themselves in these unfavorable positions. It's part of the reason why these drives continue to stall out. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get free.
So Sanders back out after making the field goal. He sends this one away. On the return, it's Keaton Mitchell. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. This drive will begin with a run with Hampton. That's going to be good for a Chargers 1st down. As he gets it up past 30, they'll mark him at the 32.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
He'll air it out deep. Oh, the defender able to get his head around and intercept it. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
1st and 10.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
At the Chargers' 41-yard line.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun is Brissett. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, here's Brissett. He'll find Love out of the backfield. 16-yard pickup on that one. It's an Arizona 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down. Here's a run. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line. A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
Now here's 2nd and goal. One more time, they try Love. And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8.
This defense doing a great job here facing this goal-to-go situation, especially on that last play. 2 stops down, and now the pressure really ramps up for this offense as they face 3rd and goal.
Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop as they'll stop with 17 seconds to go in half number 1. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now Brissett. That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete. Jason Sanders on to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Cardinals going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the 1st half. On the return, it's Mitchell. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
At their own 21-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield. And they're not going to try to snap it. That'll be enough for this, and we'll bring the 1st half to a close.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Pretty interesting 1st half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this 2nd half gets underway. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Here's a short pass. That's Higgins, the tight end. But he's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
A gain of 13 yards.
Pickup there of 13. It's good for a Cardinals first down. They'll run with Love. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Once again, it's Love. Finding space inside the 40. And he's going to be taken down. A gain of 16 yards. It's an Arizona first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
He'll get this off to Love, and he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
A short one here, caught by McBride. And they'll get about half what they needed. It's a pickup of 5. It sets up second and 5.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
He'll check this down to the running back. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's first and goal coming up.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
And he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line.
We spend so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
On second and goal, they'll give him another shot. Jeremiah Love into the end zone. The rookie has scored a touchdown for the Cardinals.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. He fields it at the 8. They get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Now, faking the give, the pressure gets there. Down he goes. Back inside the 20-yard line.
4-yard loss.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Taking a shot downfield. Oh, the first throw of the season is intercepted. That's the safety, Budda Baker.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take. He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put it into that play really before it ever got started.
Third, they need 8. Here is Brissett. Open man, that is Palmer. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
It's a gain of
23 yards on that
First
pass
down,
play.
Arizona.
It's good for a Cardinals first down. On the ground, it's Love. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
Have to imagine at some point here, Mike, the defensive coordinator looks to change things up. This running back has had his way with them all day long. Get a few more guys in the box, but then you know what that does. It opens you up down the field to that passing game.
And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
Brought down back at the 24-yard line.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. That is hauled in at the 5. And he is out of bounds at the 4-yard line. What a start to the quarter. That's a pickup of 19. Here's a chance to put this game away. First down and goal. Candler is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit. You don't see guys going hard after kickers on extra points, a little different than field goals, so let's see if that's going to end up costing them.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. And this will wind up being a touchback since the ball was kicked from the 50-yard line. Means the official's going to spot this one at the 20. To throw, here's Lance. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now Lance. That one knocked away. And it's incomplete. Quentin Johnston, the man he was looking for on that one. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
And 10.
Throwing, Lance. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. He was looking for Keenan Allen on that one, and that's going to lead to a 4th down.
Here we go. Black 40.
Lance. He gets this one complete to Johnston. And he's going to have the Chargers first down on a well-designed play to get 16 to keep the drive going.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Hampton trying to work inside. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
Tackle made at the
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more.
Over the middle, it's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A run now for Chandler. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
1st down, Cardinals.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Chandler. And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
At the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 4. A carry now for Chandler. And he'll get this inside the 20, a nice run. They're in the red zone. It's 1st down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
We're set now on 1st down. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
On the ground, this is Chandler. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to get this one on the ground.
Ty Chandler, ball carrier. Taken down at the 14-yard line.
Jason Sanders on to try the field goal.
For the field goal of 31.
Another one through the upright. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Cardinals will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter. So Sanders back out after making the field goal. He sends this one away. So, a couple of 1st downs will give them 1st and 10. They're at the 41. To throw is Lance. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Trying to find David Njoku.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
On 2nd down, a run with Hampton. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Loss of 1. Brings up 3rd down and 11.
So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off. after this. On third down, here's Hampton. And how about this defense here? They've got him behind the line again, flying to the football and setting up fourth down.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. Gonna give the ball over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
They'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.